Hey guys, thanks for visiting 75 Acres of Awesome. I have a new video for you guys today. I'm going to be doing the top 5 types of professors that you will meet at CHC, that you're guaranteed to meet at CHC. So, let's get started. Number 5 is the strict professor.
All right, this is your 1-minute mark to finish the test.
We started the test 20 minutes ago.
Study harder next time.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Who wants a strict professor? The strict professors at CHC are indeed very strict. They follow their syllabi to T. They expect you to be in class, in every class. They don't excuse absences. Sometimes, they may fudge a bit. But for the most part, they're, pretty straightforward. They're upfront. You never learn that they're strict later on down the line. They make it known in the very beginning. Or you hear from other people that they're strict. Either way, take them seriously and you'll do fine in their class. The one positive is that the most strict professors are usually the most helpful. They understand that they're strict, but they just have high expectations for us. So instead of being upset or shying away from a strict professor, just understand the fact that they respect you enough to expect a lot from you. Number 4 is the cool professor.
Okay, class, you can go.
Dude, we got minutes ago.
Listen, live your life and be free.
Alright. I mean, this one's pretty self-explanatory. Who doesn't love the cool professor? The cool professor is usually a little bit younger. Sometimes they're older. If they're older and cool, that's fine too. But they're usually a little bit younger, a little bit more relatable. It's all, and the class is pretty laid back. It's usually, the cool professor is usually teaching a starter course or intro course. It will never be, your senior STEM or research methods. It's usually maybe sociology 101 or, intro to, I don't know, intro to addition. I don't know. It's usually something fairly simple, fairly easy. The class is enjoyable. Everyone passes the class with high grades. It's just how it is. The cool professor. Number 3 is the lecturer.
Machine in Chicago, just baldly stolen right out from under his nose. He declined to sue over it because he didn't want to plunge the country into a constitutional crisis. After he became president, he worked mightily to end the war in Vietnam on honorable terms. He created.
Is it over? Sorry. Lectures tend to be extremely long. Even when they're talking about very interesting subjects, it can get kind of long. However, lectures are very important. Sometimes interaction is not always best to get a subject across. So, sometimes you just gotta listen. Number 2 is the laid back professor, which is different than the cool professor. I'll explain. Professor.
Yeah.
Is the homework due tonight?
How do you feel about that? I mean, how do you feel? Like, do you think it's tonight? I mean, I could always check up in my, my stuff, but I don't think I really have the time to be doing all that.
Okay, well, should we turn it in?
How do you feel?
Okay, you're no help.
Nah.
Okay. I'm gonna leave now. Is that okay?
How do you feel?
Alright. Goodbye. Now, I told you guys I would explain the difference between the cool professor and the laid back professor. A laid back professor is almost as cool as the cool professor, if not cooler. The difference is that people tend to not care about their grades with a laid-back professor. They think that with the laid-back professor that they're going to just get an easy A. The big mistake that people make when they have a laid-back professor is that they fail to realize that if you don't care about your grade, neither does that laid-back professor. And number 1 is the Sister of St. Joe's.
Welcome to the Legend of the I'm Sister Mary Jo. This is
Last but not least, the number one type of professor that you are guaranteed to meet at CHC is a Sister of St. Joseph. This is a Catholic institution, we do have nuns that are professors. We actually have a lot of nuns are professors. I would say that my best teachers, my best professors have been sisters. They are some of the most caring, sweetest people I've ever met. They're really great people, well educated. They keep the college running. They're just all around good. That was just a fun way to describe some of our professors. But all in all, Chestnut Hill has some great professors here. Um, each professor has their own teaching style, their own way of interacting with students. Each professor is an individual, and me personally, I respect them as individuals. I don't treat them all the same, just like they don't treat us all the same. But at the end of the day, we each have great respect for our professors because they do a pretty good job. So, thanks for watching, guys.